One.
So, hello, my name is Kai.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and this is our reflection for exercise number two, contract negotiation. So for our negotiation, we chose four risk management clauses: the force majeure, liquidated damages, disclaimer of liability, and arbitration. So the first clause we selected was the force majeure. We included this because both parties could face situations outside of their control. For example, severe weather, natural disasters, labor disruptions, or even government restrictions could prevent Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation from making deliveries. And without this clause, one party could be held responsible, even though the situation was unavoidable. The clause protects both sides and makes the contract a little more fair.
I agree that since the vegetable delivery depend on the transportation and the weather conditions, there is always a risk that something unexpected could be interfere with the delivery schedule. The force majeure clause reduce the legal risk for the both company because it's excuse performance when even the awkward the neither party can reasonably prevent it. The second class we select was the liquidate damages and then grocery store income was concerned about late of the missed delivery because they rely on the steady supply of the vegetable to serve customer. Um, Instead of the arguing about the damage after every breach, we agree on the fixed amount of the compensations.
Right. So we agreed that Vegetable Greenhouse Corporation could pay $500 for each missed delivery, up to a maximum of $5,000 per year. So this gives grocery store incorporation some financial protection while also providing certainty for a vegetable greenhouse corporation because they know exactly how much they would be required to pay. It reduces the chance of future disputes about damages.
Um, the the three classes was disclaimer of the limitation. Of the limitation class we include is because both company want to limit their exposure to log the financial the creamers for for example if Mrs. Delivery indirectly um the classes lost sale or the lost the profit, those damage could be difficult to calculate and potentially very expensive.
Yeah, so the limitation of liability clause helps manage that risk by preventing either company from claiming indirect or consequential damages. And it ensures that liability remains reasonable and predictable for both sides while still allowing recovery for direct losses that result from a breach of contract.
The final risk manager classes we select was arbitrations. Both parties went to dispute the resolve the quickly and then efficiently in the confidential instruction. The grocery store income specifically wanting to dispute the resolve without going to the culture.
Yeah, so like I said, disputes could be resolved without going to court, and I think arbitration was a good solution because it's generally a lot faster, less expensive, and more private than the regular litigation. So if a disagreement does occur, the parties can have an independent arbitrator make a decision instead of spending months or even years in court.
Overall, we chose those four classes because they address the biggest risk in this contract. The force majeure protect against the uncontrollable events. The liquidate damage addresses is missing delivery. The limitation of liability classes prevents excessive claim claims and extraction provide an efficient method for the resolve the dispute. Yeah.
So yeah, together these clauses help balance the interests of both parties and create a contract that is fair, practical, and less risky for everyone involved. Thank you for watching our reflection on the negotiation process.